Hello and welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry, your guide for this enlightening journey. Stay with us as we share features that educate, inspire, and move you to action.
Are you confident that you are the legal owner of your property? Take action to secure your property ownership. Get a registered certificate of title and become the legal owner of your property. To register your property and obtain a certificate of title, you will need to provide a tax registration number (TRN), a valid government-issued identification, a survey diagram, documentation to prove ownership, up-to-date property tax certificate, the names, addresses, and occupations of 2 neighbors over the age of 50 who are not family members and can give a declaration on your behalf. Proof that you have been in open, undisturbed, and undisputed possession of the property for 12 years or more. For further information on registering your property and obtaining a certificate of title, contact the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. Email asknla@nla.gov.jm or message us at WhatsApp at 876-418-5089. The National Land Agency. One agency, one goal to serve you better.
Thanks for staying with us. Last week, we placed a spotlight on male mental wellness and the harsh reality of many who suffer in silence. Today, we continue the conversation by exploring available support services.
Silence, while profound, can be dangerous when the noise internally is overwhelmingly loud. But what difference can talking and seeking help really make?
With a professional, there are a couple of things that you will get. You will get a listening ear, one. You get one that is non-judgmental and doesn't take sides. So it gives you a very objective view on how things are, helps you in terms of problem solving. And it also, we're bound by confidentiality rules and regulations, so your information is definitely secure.
Still, fear factors keep many men from opening up, even with friends.
A friend will say, hey, okay, I know you're going through a lot, but man up, or they may give some good advice. But the challenge is that we as men sometimes find it difficult to share things with other people because we're afraid that it's going to come back to us, or we're going to hear it back.
Beyond fear, cultural barriers also discourage men from seeking help. So
men may also not seek help because of the fear of looking or feeling weak, the sense of vulnerability, and also because we grew up in a society that doesn't find where men oftentimes talk about their stressors. So that in and of itself, culturally, historically, we don't share our problems. We are always told to hold it in and to keep it.
But change is possible, and safe spaces can make all the difference.
I'm one that always advocates for safe spaces for men. So what that means is it doesn't necessarily have to be in a therapy setting. It would be good for them to receive that kind of support, but even areas where they could share their thoughts, ideas, limited though it may be, but just to actually get out some of what's going on with other men and have the discussions there, have wives or partners that are very supportive. All right, if you share something, don't just shut them down or emasculate them. Just listen and provide the support that you can.
And the support doesn't stop there. Healthy outlets can help men release stress.
Physical activities such as different sporting activities, football, basketball, swimming, tennis, these are ways that men in particular can force out a lot of what's there. They can process these things as well. We don't necessarily talk about journaling amongst the men, but even writing down some key points to say, this is what I'm dealing with. It puts it out on paper, makes it look like it's somebody else, and then allows the man himself to look at it and say, all right, how can I solve this problem if it were somebody else?
Therapy and structured support are also available across Jamaica.
So there are a number of private and public entities that do offer different kinds of support for men in particular. Places like the Bellevue Hospital as well. We have a large number of outpatients who come in just for support. It's free of cost as well. You have other government agencies. You have Loving Minds Associates, where I am.
Men are taught to be tough, but true strength is knowing when to seek support.
I would say it's okay to feel afraid or ashamed because of how culture has taught us to be. But we have to weigh out the options. Do we want to keep it and stress over it, or do we find someone somewhere that is reputable, secure, provides good support, that we can actually share some of these things? Everything we do in life is scary at some point or another. So it's for us to put our foot forward and say, hey, you know what? I'm taking care of my physical health. I will also take care of my mental health as well.
Talking can save lives, starting with your own. If you're in need of someone to talk to, call the Ministry of Health and Wellness Helpline at 888-639-5433 or reach out to a therapist of your choice.
Being Jamaican is truly a one-of-a-kind experience. In this feature, 90-year-old Delsita Isadora Fuller takes us on a journey through her life, sharing stories that highlight the richness of the Jamaican experience. Her story is a beautiful reminder of just how far we have come.
Go down a Manuel Road, Galam boy, took a broke rock stone, Galam boy. Dinga must no cry, Galam boy. Remember the play with the play, Galam boy. My name is Delsita Fuller. I was born in 1935. I was born in Spanish Town and most of my time spent in St. Catherine. My mother had me and my older sister. My father had 2 other children, which was not with my mother. Those days children got to make your own toys. We didn't get toys like children these days. Only at Christmas they will buy you a toy. Maybe the girl will get a doll or the boy gets something else. The girls will make plays like ring plays, clap hand plays, and all sort of different things to enjoy ourselves. In the country we don't have shops near us, so we would have to go maybe a mile or 2 to shop. And it was good in those days. People around us looked after children. When our parents send us out, not like now you'd be worrying. In those days, we didn't have a lot of taxis and buses and vehicles. Do you know that if I tell you 1 and 6, 1 shilling and 6 pence, you wouldn't have no idea how much that is. And I have some coins there that it was 20 pence make a shilling. A man's daily wages was a shilling and 6 pence. But that shilling and 6 pence, you could take the 6 pence to the shop and you could buy some flour, and you could buy some oil, and maybe some saltfish. I met my husband and we get together when I was 17. And I had my first child when I was 19. And we lived together until he died. Well, we had 6 children together. My eldest is here. I won't say her age, she'll say it.
I was born in 1954. All the time in my life, I've always been reminded, especially when I was young, that I was the eldest. And it seemed to me that I was expected to behave as an older child, even when I was, 3, 4, and 5. But on looking back, I feel like the older or the eldest child was always, to take on some sort of responsibility, and that was expected of you. Yes, it was part of the heritage. And I think even when I grew up my children, I felt the same sort of thing.
I think I brought my children up the way my mother brought me up. In my time, and there was nothing in television in Jamaica. And even when I was young, is one or few people have radio. I tell you, we had fun because in the evenings at my parents' home, we'd have the visitors and they would play games. And I can think of one, they call it ring play, that could be 10 of you, 6 of you, 12 of you, have a stone in your hand and you'll sit around in a ring and you'll sing, go down a Manuel Road, get on board to go broke rock stone, get on board, Inga must no cry, get on board, remember the play with the play, get on board. And in that time, when I pick up my stone, I drop it there and I'm ready to get your stone, and it's going around like that. My stone there and I pick the next and it goes around the ring and you had fun. I don't know if you're getting it.
I get it. Our memories that make us Jamaicans are the fabric that binds us together. So, what's your heritage?
Jamaica is my heritage.
Jamaica is my heritage.
Getting your car fitness just got easier. Jamaica's new digital system is faster, simpler, and more convenient for drivers. Coming up next, we take a look at how this upgrade is changing the way Jamaicans access this valuable service.
Things have changed when it comes to motor vehicle fitness and registration. It's all gone digital. No more paper, no more decal. And we're here to help you navigate this new process. Let's focus on the fitness process. First up, you need to purchase your fitness fee. This can be done online at jamaicatax.gov.jm or in person at the tax office cashier. Next step is a visit to the Island Traffic Authority.
You will need to come to our service hub and you should present to the examiner your proof of payment for the certificate of fitness fee. Once you have presented that, a representative of the Island Traffic Authority will give you a registration form on which you'll be asked to place your email address and the chassis number of the vehicle. Now, even though you would have placed the chassis number on that form, it's a very small form, our examiner will ensure that they make a check with the vehicle to see that the chassis number that you have placed on that registration form is indeed accurate. We check for your brakes, we check your lights, we check your horn, your exhaust system, we check for your tires, and we check for the level of tint that you have on your vehicle, your steering wheel, and the integrity of your front end, among other things. So soon as that is finished, the examiner will determine a pass or failure of your vehicle. The necessary data entry will be made in our system, and at the end of that process, a reference number will be sent to your email, the email that you would have issued to us. When that number comes up on your email, you will then be required, and we have made it convenient to you. We have a QR code that you can scan, and it will take you to the certificate generation and distribution system portal. You would be required to put that unique number plus your chassis number, and you generate the e-fitness which will come on your device. You're encouraged to ensure that you check the details on the e-certificate before departing the service hub.
If you don't have a smartphone or any device to access your email, a representative of the Island Traffic Authority will assist you with a device.
And if you do not have an email, we have a generic email for the Island Traffic Authority that you can utilize to generate your e-fitness for check-in.
Let's say your vehicle didn't meet the standard and it failed the inspection.
The examiner will annotate the defects that you would need to treat with, and you are encouraged to retain your certificate of fitness fee, the receipt that you have, so that when you do the repairs and come back, you don't have to pay another fee. This is a one-time situation for you, so on the first instance, if you fail and you maintain your receipt, then upon your remedying the faults, then we will go ahead, do the check, and if you pass at that time, an e-certificate will be issued to you.
Now let's talk validity. That is how long your certificate lasts before your next inspection.
For a new vehicle that is being registered for the first time in Jamaica, you will be given a certificate of fitness for 5 years. For vehicles that are used and are 10 years and younger, you will get a certificate of fitness issued to you for 3 years. Vehicles over 10 years will get a certificate of fitness for 1 year. For commercial and PPV vehicles, new vehicles that are bought and again registered for the first time in Jamaica, for commercial purpose, a new vehicle will get 3 years, and a vehicle that is being registered that is under 10 years or less will have a certificate of fitness validity period of 1 year. Now, please note that if for some unfortunate reason a new vehicle has a crash and there is significant structural damage, upon inspection by the examiner at the Island Traffic Authority Service Hub, a determination is made as to the extent of the damage and the validity period for the certificate of fitness, because you would recognize that the integrity of that vehicle would have been affected, and therefore there is a greater need for more frequent inspection of that vehicle.
So remember, the fitness process has gone digital, but support is always available. Visit the Island Traffic Authority's website at mtm.gov.jm/ITA.
High in the Blue Mountains, rich Jamaican cocoa is being transformed into smooth, delicious chocolate, all by one company that manages every step from harvest to wrapper. We take you behind the scenes to see how it all comes together.
In the cool hills of Jamaica's Blue Mountains, where coffee and cocoa trees thrive side by side, a sweet vision is being crafted. It's a story of heritage, passion, and innovation. It's Mount Pleasant Farm Chocolatiers.
My name is Avril French, and I'm Director of Cobush Organics, our brand Mount Pleasant Farm Chocolatiers.
For Avril and his wife Helen, The journey began with the family roots deep in Jamaica's cocoa tradition.
The family's been cocoa farmers for centuries at Mount Pleasant, well, over a century, Mount Pleasant. And we feel that Jamaica has a very special product. And we feel that more light needs to be shined, it needs to be more expressive, because over the years we've produced very high quality beans, but we've done nothing other than export it. So we feel that Jamaica needs to benefit from its commodities. So that was the main force behind us starting, and of course our love for cocoa.
What began as experiments in their kitchen soon grew into a thriving small business, one built on passion, sustainability, and innovation.
Building the business, we just did it through passion. It's what we wanted to do, and we felt we wanted to do dark chocolate because of the health benefits. People would say, oh, you know, dark chocolate won't work in Jamaica because the Jamaicans has a sweet tooth. And they won't like it because, you know, it's bitter, as they say. I say full body, they say bitter, you know. So, but we felt that, you know, the world is moving on. People are becoming more aware of the health aspects of their foods. And so we went on and worked, and we do like 70%.
We do our research. We're not scientists, right? But we do a lot of reading as well. And we try to come up with a product which actually adds value to a person or to an individual. So it comes from us first. What will add better value to us should add value to another person. So we believe very much into developing health products.
As Jamaica's first bean-to-bar chocolate company, Mount Pleasant Farm Chocolatiers takes it from seedling to harvesting, fermentation, sun-drying.
And then after that you roast your bean and you winnow, you end up with the cocoa nib, you put that into a machine, grind it, will reduce particle size to a paste, and after that it goes to a machine that tempers it, and that gives it the shiny finish and the snap you get in your baked chocolate bar.
And in the process, nothing goes to waste.
Our idea is to use all aspects of the cocoa, not only taking the bean and making chocolate, but also taking the bean, creating cocoa nibs, creating cocoa butter, and also a new product that we've drifted onto now is actually using the cocoa pod to make a granola.
At the heart of the business is a commitment to quality and Jamaican pride.
Jamaica has one of the best cocoa beans in the world, so we've been gifted with this very special product. So, and also we want to fly the Jamaican flag, and Jamaica is known for the quality of its products. So we felt that we wanted cocoa to be up there and to be present in the market because it's a very high quality product.
We always think Mount Pleasant as a family brand, as a family company, a product which is developed or a brand which is developed to enter into the Jamaican family setting with the health products.
Part of that quality comes from where the cocoa is grown, 3,000 feet above sea level among the fruits and coffee of the Blue Mountains. Support from the government and other local and international partners has also helped the brand take root and grow.
We've been lucky because we've had funding from the DBJ who has supported us. We work initially with the Bronson Center. We've also engaged with First Angels, and they've supported us a great deal. And with the ITC, International Trade Council, where we've also been able to showcase our products from Spain to Germany to Paris to London.
And the Expo Jamaica trade show, which enjoys government support through JAMPRO, provided another boost.
Expo Jamaica, it was great. It was absolutely great because a lot of people know of the brand, and they come and say we buy your products here and there and congratulations, and they love it, and you know we get that, and we get people who is this Jamaican chocolates, and of course we introduce it to them.
But Avril and Helen are not stopping there. Their eyes are fixed on wider horizons.
We're constantly innovating, and we like the idea of that, and we want to introduce our product to a wider world, and that's something that we're geared up to do. And our farm has been a gradual process. We're increasing production, and we're very optimistic that we export to Japan, we export to the US, we export to Europe. We want to go to China.
And while they look outward, they remain firmly grounded in their community of Mount Pleasant, where they employ men and women. As for their journey, it has been a fulsome one for the Frenches.
It's been really excellent. I know it's been a challenge, and I love challenges, but it's been an enjoyable challenge because you work hard at something, and at the end of the day, if it puts a smile on your face, it's very worth it.
For the Frenches, the journey also carries a message for other entrepreneurs rooted in resilience.
I would say follow your dream. Follow your dream, work hard at it, and we've got some excellent material here in Jamaica, and there is a market, there's a healthy market for our products.
And also, I always say be persistent in whatever you're doing, have a passion, because creating great products, creating flash adverts, and creating all that, soon you'll run out of passion, and that will be. But you have to look at it in the long run and try to build things that can propel you rather than gratification for now.
From a farm in the Blue Mountains to tables across the globe, Mount Pleasant Chocolatiers is more than a business. It's a legacy of family, sustainability, and Jamaican pride.
On the notice board this week, the Ministry of Finance invites you to register for the 2025 National Customer Service Week Online Public Sector Conference. The symposium will be held online on October 7 and 8, starting at 9 a.m. each day. For more details, visit the Ministry's Instagram page at MOF Jamaica. Join us and be part of improving customer service across the public sector. The Jamaica Society for the Blind invites you to its World Sight Day Health Fair under the theme, Love Your Eyes, Empower Your Future. Join us on Thursday, October 9, 2025 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Jamaica Society for the Blind, 111.5 Old Hope Road, Kingston 6. Enjoy free services including vision screening, eye pressure testing, HIV and STI testing, and much more. Plus, free vision checks and eye pressure tests will be available at select facilities across Jamaica throughout the day. For more information, call the Jamaica Society for the Blind at 876-927-6757. Attention young creators, do you love drawing, painting, or writing stories? Now's your opportunity to show off your talent. The Ministry of Education, Youth, Skills and Information, in partnership with eLearning Jamaica and the Planning Institute of Jamaica, presents Jamaica's Young Voices, a Sustainable Development Goals creative expression competition. Create a piece of art or write a short article showing how Jamaica is working to achieve the SDGs. Register by October 30, 2025. Visit pioj.gov.jm to register today. And that's all for our community notices this Saturday. If you have a community event to share on our notice board, give us a call at 876-922-8680 or email jatkinson@jis.gov.jm.
As we wrap up today's edition of Jamaica Magazine, we hope you found these features informative and engaging. Let's stay connected through our website, jis.gov.jm, and on social media. On behalf of the production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Have a great weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.